In the rapidly shifting landscape of social media, the story of Clubhouse is nothing short of remarkable. Emerging as a unique voice-based platform, it managed to captivate millions, attract high-profile users, and climb to a staggering valuation of $4 billion in just over a year. But what happened after the initial meteoric rise? Let's dive into the journey of Clubhouse, from its humble beginnings to its place in 2024, where it stands at a crossroads between early glory and maintaining long-term relevance. A quiet beginning that turned into a loud bang. Clubhouse was born in 2020, at a time when the world was stuck at home due to the pandemic. As Zoom calls became the new norm, the app offered something refreshing: real-time audio conversations where users could join rooms and engage in live discussions. Unlike other social media platforms that rely heavily on video or text, Clubhouse relied solely on audio. The twist? Only iPhone users could join, and you needed an invite from an existing member, which drove its exclusivity and appeal. This gated community model wasn't new, but in the case of Clubhouse, it created a sense of urgency and fear of missing out that attracted early adopters. By early 2021, the platform exploded in popularity, especially when celebrities like Oprah Winfrey and Elon Musk casually dropped into rooms, making users feel like they were listening to intimate, unfiltered conversations. This celebrity allure added to its mystique, pushing the app to reach over 10 million users within months. The billion-dollar leap. By early 2021, Clubhouse went from being a curiosity to a household name in tech circles. Investors quickly took notice, and after a Series C funding round, the company was valued at a jaw-dropping $4 billion. The growth was meteoric, driven by word-of-mouth marketing and the exclusivity factor that kept people intrigued. Clubhouse's appeal was rooted in the novelty of live, unscripted audio interactions, which set it apart from other social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Unlike its competitors, Clubhouse offered an intimate experience. Rooms could host thousands of users at once, but the conversations felt more like personal podcasts than public forums. In many ways, Clubhouse's initial success was a perfect storm of timing, exclusivity, and celebrity engagement. As the app's valuation skyrocketed, it became clear that audio-based networking wasn't just a fad, but a growing trend. Clubhouse's unique appeal: audio first, everything else later. So why did people flock to Clubhouse in droves? The app tapped into something primal: conversation. In an age where perfectly curated social media posts reigned supreme, Clubhouse offered something raw and real. Users could join virtual rooms and engage in spontaneous discussions ranging from entrepreneurship to the best cooking tips. What made it special was that conversations weren't recorded, meaning you had to be there to catch the moment. This ephemeral nature encouraged users to be more engaged, as there was no playback or rewatch option. Clubhouse rooms were often packed with up to 5,000 listeners, and unlike traditional social media, there was no need to post or scroll endlessly. Instead, users could simply listen, learn, and contribute their voice in real time, making it feel more inclusive and immediate. The platform's ability to make everyday users feel like they were part of high-profile discussions set it apart, creating a space where the lines between influencer and listener were blurred. From boom to reality check, competition, and user retention. While Clubhouse soared initially, it wasn't long before other tech giants saw an opportunity to tap into the voice-based social networking trend. Platforms like Twitter launched Twitter Spaces, and Facebook rolled out live audio rooms, giving users similar experiences without needing to download a new app. This new competition put a strain on Clubhouse's user retention. After the exclusivity veil was lifted and the app became accessible to everyone, the initial novelty began to wear off. By 2023, Clubhouse faced challenges in keeping its users engaged, especially with competitors offering more integrated experiences. For instance, Twitter Spaces allowed users to switch between tweets and live discussions, offering a more seamless interaction with an already established social network. Despite the early momentum, Clubhouse's growth rate slowed, and the company had to rethink how to maintain user interest in a crowded market. Global expansion, breaking beyond borders. Despite its challenges in user retention, Clubhouse successfully expanded its global footprint. By 2024, its largest markets outside the US were Europe and Asia. Countries like Germany, Japan, and the UK quickly embraced the platform, with Germany topping the charts with over 250,000 downloads. These numbers reflect the platform's global appeal, especially in regions where other voice-based social networks hadn't gained much traction yet. Clubhouse's international expansion was also fueled by its ability to support multiple languages and cultural nuances, making it accessible to a broader audience. However, despite the growth in these regions, Google Trends data showed that interest in the app had declined since its peak in early 2021, signaling that Clubhouse needed to evolve to stay relevant. To regain momentum, the app started focusing on localizing content and partnering with influencers in different countries to boost engagement. Monetization, the million-dollar question. Unlike many social platforms that prioritize monetization from the get-go, Clubhouse took a more organic approach to growth. For much of 2021 and 2022, the platform focused on building its user base rather than making money. However, as the company matured, monetization became a necessity. In 2023, Clubhouse introduced Clubhouse Payments, allowing users to send money directly to creators. This feature was modeled after platforms like Patreon, offering creators an incentive to stay active and produce high-quality content. Additionally, Clubhouse launched ticketed rooms where hosts could charge for access, creating a new revenue stream for both the platform and its users. Despite these efforts, Clubhouse's monetization strategy remains a work in progress. The company continues to explore options like brand partnerships and sponsored events. But it's clear that figuring out how to turn a profit without alienating its user base will be one of its biggest challenges going forward. Challenges: content moderation and privacy. As with any platform built on live interaction, Clubhouse faced its fair share of challenges, particularly around content moderation. Since conversations on the app were live and not recorded by default, moderating discussions in real time became a Herculean task. The platform was criticized for failing to adequately prevent harassment, hate speech, and misinformation. These issues were exacerbated by the fact that, unlike text-based platforms where content can be flagged and reviewed, audio conversations disappeared after they ended. This lack of a digital trail made it difficult for the company to implement traditional moderation tools. In response, Clubhouse ramped up its efforts to introduce more robust moderation features, including better reporting systems and community guidelines aimed at creating a safer space for all users. But even with these improvements, content moderation remains an ongoing challenge for the platform. The impact of celebrities and influencers. If there's one thing that can be credited for Clubhouse's rise, it's the star power behind the app. From Tiffany Haddish to Jared Leto, celebrities and influencers flocked to the platform early on, driving buzz and attracting a broader audience. These high-profile users turned casual chats into virtual events, drawing thousands of listeners at a time. For the average user, it was a rare opportunity to engage with famous personalities in real time, making the platform feel like an interactive talk show. Even in 2024, celebrity participation continues to be a big draw for Clubhouse, although the influx of competition has made it harder to maintain the same level of star-studded exclusivity. Nevertheless, the app remains a go-to platform for influencers who want to connect with their audience in a more personal, unfiltered way. The future of Clubhouse. Where are we heading? Despite some bumps in the road, Clubhouse has set the stage for the future of social media. Its success has validated the demand for voice-based interactions over traditional text and video. As of 2024, Clubhouse continues to innovate, focusing on expanding its features, better content discovery tools, more powerful analytics for creators, and improved monetization options. Whether it can maintain its edge in a crowded space will depend on how well it adapts to changing user needs and the evolution of social networking. Thanks for sticking with us through the incredible journey of Clubhouse's rise to a $4 billion valuation. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And hey, if you're not already part of the crew, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. Until next time, stay connected and keep those conversations flowing. See you in the next video.